No moi. It is Joinen. And welcome to the most ominous My Story animated video I have ever seen. I mean, I haven't seen the video. I've just seen the title and thumbnail, which simply says, don't. Danger. Don't watch. And this isn't one of these like offshoot channels. This is the real deal. My Story Animated, 6.22 million subscribers. This thing has like 1 million views since like yesterday. What on earth could this possibly be about? I have no idea, but we've got to have a look. It doesn't want us to, but I'm a bad boy, so I'm clicking on it anyway. Look at the title though. Don't. Here we go.
Hi. My name is Sarah, and I'm about to tell you how working with My Story Animated was the worst decision of my life. Jeez, this channel. So I'm not here to...
Oh! Oh, dang! What is this? Let me make this clear. This is the most recent video on the channel. There hasn't been a video since this one. This is like some, it's like one of their social media managers on their way out. They're like, look, I have the login for the channel. Here I am. I'm just gonna post the ultimate My Story Animated. This is the one on my way out. This is how I'm quitting. Working for My Story Animated has been the worst decision of my life. Here we go.
I have a story of my own, and it's not a very happy one.
Wait,
so
hold on,
I'm not here to only talk about them. I have a story of my own, and it's not a very happy one.
Oh, we're getting baited. We're gonna have to listen through her life story before we get to the whole point of this video.
I'm the oldest child in a family of 5 girls, and all my sisters are my half-sisters. Each one of us has a different dad. Mom really loved having daughters, but she said men were annoying and she didn't want to live with any of them forever. But sadly, I was the ugly daughter. But I'm not ugly. It's just that I'm not as pretty as the rest of my sisters.
Hold on. The My Story Animated pacing has just, like, it's been taken to a whole new level. I got a bunch of sisters. My mom said that she doesn't want to live with any man long term. She'll live with love for a little while, but not very long. So she didn't want any sons, so she didn't have them. Then there's me. I'm not ugly, but I'm not the best, especially when compared to my sisters.
Were pretty. Like real freaking models. Don't get me wrong. I love myself now. But when I was a kid, it really affected me. People would stop to laugh and talk with my sisters, and they completely ignored me. One day...
Why? Why though?
Mom was reading something when she suddenly slapped her forehead. Oh! This book says that ugly people are usually smart. That explains your ugliness. God takes beauty and gives brains.
Oh, jeez. That is absolutely brutal. Jeez, Mom. You wanna calm down a little bit?
This is how it works. Well, meet my mom. She's dumb, but I still love her. Why am I saying...
She's dumb? Ah. But she's good looking. That's how this works. Great parenting. The best.
Saying this because the year I started 2nd grade, it was my sister's first day of school, so Mom came with us. My teacher saw us all together and said, "Oh, you're Sarah's mom. But these can't be her sisters. They're very different."
They're very different. One of them, pretty. So pretty. The other one, that can't be your child, right? Oh, jeez. At least she's gonna be smart.
Oh, Sarah is adopted. Ugh. Mom was always like that, but she wasn't getting away with it this time. I immediately whipped out a copy of my birth certificate.
Oh, dang. This happens on such a regular basis. She keeps her birth certificate around just so that she can prove, no, Mum's lying. I am her child. I really am just that ugly. This is brutal.
Look, I swear I'm her biological daughter. But she keeps telling everyone I'm adopted because she's too dumb to accept that I'm different. Mom glared at me, but I stepped on her foot. Accidentally, of course, and went to class. Well, let me tell you, anyone can pass the 1st and 2nd grade. But it's when I got to the 3rd grade and things got harder.
1st and 2nd grade, so easy, dude. Anyone can pass it. Anyone. Like you could pass it when you're like, I could pass it like when I was like 6 years old, dude.
That I found out the worst possible thing. I wasn't even really smart. When Mom saw my report card, she cried out, "Ugh, ugly and stupid?"
Oh, gosh. Mom, calm down. What happened to this? You love your child anyway.
So then what did God give you? It can't be charisma. I mean, look at you.
So she's ugly and dumb. That's illegal.
Maybe a good heart, Mom? Maybe I don't judge people based on their looks? Mom then started entering my sisters into beauty pageants, and they always won something. Once she came and said that since my sisters were like princesses, I should be the maid and serve everyone around.
But have you not watched Cinderella? You know?
I glared at her. You wish! And went to my room.
Jellyfish.
1 year later, we found out that my sisters weren't just beautiful, they were also really smart too. Like so much smarter than me that I started making my second half-sister, June, do my homework. And my grades started getting so much better.
There
when
we
Mom
go.
found out, she went insane and said that I should find
You're ugly, you're dumb, and you're a cheater. Jeez. Fair enough that she's upset. I'm joking.
a job to make myself useful. But I have to tell you guys, I'm one of the top 10 laziest people on Earth. But
Oh,
Mom
we're
has
lazy
another
as well.
word to describe me. You're just useless, Sarah. I spent the next few years of my life doing nothing really meaningful. I'd mostly just staying
gosh.
in my room watching videos on YouTube and shows like Hannah Montana. Until one day,
My Story Animated. Hannah Montana. Is that an important piece of information? Is that Chekhov's Hannah Montana?
Mom told me that she was taking the older sisters to the salon, and I had to babysit the youngest toddlers. The minute she left, I went straight back to my room. The toddlers followed me and asked me to take them to the park. Oh, yeah, sweeties, of course. Just after I take this nap. I was lying for sure, and I wasn't going to take them anywhere. Hours later, I woke up to my mom screaming and sobbing. The toddlers were missing. Your sisters
gosh.
are lost because of you!
Hold on. I think I lapsed there for a moment in my concentration. She has toddler sisters? When did she get toddler sisters?
Oh, no, they're too pretty. Someone could have kidnapped them and put them in a beauty pageant already. Ugh, Mom, take a chill pill.
What a total dunderhead.
Big Dunderhead vibes.
They're at the park. But to my utter horror, they were not. And I just went crazy with guilt. I started looking for them everywhere. 2 weeks passed, and they were nowhere to be found. And for the first time in my life,
I went to the My Story Animated channel.
I realized Mom was right. I was only an ugly, stupid, useless girl. After 3
gosh.
weeks, we finally found them.
That mum's not doing well for your self-confidence.
A blind old man had found them and had been taking care of them. The social
A blind
services
man?
said that Mom wasn't qualified to raise us because of my sister's incident. And they'd be taking all of us away from her. My sister started crying, and Mom looked at me hatefully. I wish I'd
gosh.
never given birth to you. Mom
Oh.
paid almost everything she had to the lawyers until she won the case, and eventually we didn't have to leave her. But she never spoke to me again, and my sisters all resented me.
This is not going well. This story, so far, pretty grim. My Story Animated ruined your life? Clearly. I guess they're the ones dictating it. They're the ones spelling your life out. They did indeed ruin your life, fictional girl. I would be upset as well.
Except for June. June came to me one day and said, Sierra, some people are just born unlucky. But there is no point crying over it, sis. Just find out what makes you happy. I was in 9th grade back then, and I decided to find a job after school. I applied for a job in a clothing store. When I got there, I saw a beautiful blonde girl waiting for the interview.
Blonde. Looks like Nami.
Just then, the store owner came out and said, Hey, you, pretty girl, you're hired.
And I stood up and said, thanks. When do I start? That is the power move.
But you didn't even interview me. There's no need. You're, not very attractive for this job. But you look like
Oh,
a smart
gosh.
person. I'm sure you belong in a lab or something.
I think that's illegal. I think that, my friends, is illegal. I'm sure it happens anyway. But to explicitly say that is the reason you weren't hired. That's illegal.
But I need this job so badly. Mom paid a lot of money for the lawyers after my sisters. Hey, where do you think you are? The Oprah Winfrey Show? I don't care about your stupid problems. You're
You think you're getting a free car?
not pretty. Like, at all. So, leave. What a total jerk. I got really mad, so I spat at
Bit
his
of a jerk.
face. To my surprise, the pretty
Served
girl
it.
walked up to him and spat at his face too. And then we
Huh.
both left. I never found a job, but I found a boy. And he was...
Whoa, okay. I thought it was going to be something about I found a friend, you know, the one that you seem to bond over the terribleness of that man. Nope, and a boy.
cute. One day, I invited him to my house, and when he got there and saw my sisters, he said, Oh, they're prettier. Not fair. And just like
What? Listen here, girlie. You dodged a bullet.
that, he left. What a total jerk. I decided not to date any boy ever again. When I graduated, I decided to go to any college just to run away from home. I heard someone say that animation was an easy subject, so I studied that.
Here we go, friends. It's starting. We're getting into it. My Story Animated. Finally, it's coming full circle.
And wow, that was such a difficult subject. By the time I graduated, My Story Animated was looking for animators. I didn't really like their content, but I needed the job, so I applied and got
I didn't really like it, but it says My Story Animated. This is so bizarre.
got accepted. I started animating for them, and it was amazing at first. I loved knowing that the videos I'd worked on were
Oh dang, we've reacted to that one just recently. I don't know whether that video has come out before or after this video, but we've reacted to that one. We've already reacted to one of her works, which incidentally was also about an ugly child. It's like their shtick at the moment. It's like their version of the Gacha Life, like alpha thing.
around the world. Loads of people left comments about how much they liked my animation. And for the first time in my life, I felt like someone saw me, and I wasn't invisible anymore. I was really happy and proud of myself. That is, until one morning, when I woke up to see tons of YouTubers making fun of My Story Animated video.
Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, this is me. I'm the person. Okay. Oh, I'm the reason she doesn't like her job. I'm the horrible person this whole time. I'm sorry.
Joinen, why you gonna be so rude?
I'm sorry. They were warning me. They were warning me in the title. They were like, look, don't do this one. They knew a YouTuber couldn't resist such clickbait. Yeah, they baited me into it as well. They knew I was gonna be here. They're like, definitely. They're definitely reacting to this one. Why does this keep happening? First Dollman and now My Story Animated? I'm sorry.
They left the meanest comments and said that the stories were stupid. I realized
Okay, don't say that. Do I? Have I? I might have. I might have said the stories are stupid. Sure, you don't write the stories, okay? You just animate them. Well, I guess then I feel bad about the people who wrote them. The big mega corporation content farms are fighting back.
these smart people were right. And My Story Animated was a crazy channel. So I messaged the
I was about to say, you even said you didn't like the channel, you know? Cut a guy some slack.
boss, hey, your videos suck. I quit. Bye. Then I started following other channels.
Whoa.
Especially the ones who'd attacked My Story Animated.
Oh, she's a subscriber. Which one of you is it? Which one of you is it? Chat. Someone's just like, oh dang, this is me. Double plot twist.
I was sure they would have better content. But soon enough, I discovered that they proved nothing useful or worth watching.
Oh gosh, the absolute roller coaster. A little bit rich, you know, coming from My Story Animated. They're like, I worked at My Story Animated and I was doing okay. I didn't really like their videos to start with, but you know, then I started seeing all these people hating on them. And I was like, yeah, you know what? My Story Animated does suck. I'm gonna watch their videos instead. And then I realized their videos are trash. They suck. They offer nothing of value. Okay, My Story Animated.
And I was really beginning to regret my decision. Of course, Mom went insane when she found out that I'd quit. At least My Story Animated entertains people, and their content changes people's lives in some way.
Oh, it really is, Starman.
Why can't you be like the strong girls who send their stories to the channel? They always overcome challenges eventually, unlike you good-for-nothing loser.
This is so meta. I feel like this is possibly even more meta than the Darman video.
Remember I told you that Mom was dumb? Well, for the first time in my life, she said something that actually made sense. So I decided to contact My Story Animated the following day. But I never got around to it because that same day, I had a terrible car accident.
Oh gosh, of course. Okay.
When I woke up, the doctors told me that my legs were hurt and that it might take me a long time to be able to walk again. When Mom heard that, she had the most incredible thing to say. Oh, I thought you'd be the one taking care of me when I get old. You couldn't even do that, could you? Now I'll be babysitting you. I just lost it and started yelling at her. Who asked you to? I don't need you. You never treated me as a real daughter. You never loved me. Just leave my life. She shrugged and just left. June stayed by my side, though, and helped me with everything.
Oh gosh, this is really dramatic. This is very dramatic.
I felt helpless, and I knew that my life was even more meaningless now. But June said, meaningless? How? Sarah, I envy you. I couldn't believe that my super gorgeous smart sister was envying.
I envy you. You work for one of the greatest YouTube channels I have ever seen. I watch every single one of their videos. I love them.
Me? You have the opportunity to be part of My Story animated family and help tell people stories from around the world. You can help give a voice to so many girls dealing with all sorts of obstacles. And you call that meaningless? I immediately contacted My Story Animated, not only to work with them again, but also to share my story with the world.
Oh, like this one. This one. This is the one you... It's so hard. Do I believe it? Did it actually happen?
Fortunately, they agreed to take me back. As I kept working hard, my animation also got better. But my legs weren't getting any better. June used to take me to the park to make me feel better. One day, I found some young girls watching one of My Story animated videos. Hey, I work with...
This is so Darman. This is the most Darman video I've ever seen on My Story Animated.
That channel. Actually, you're now watching a video I animated. The girls were stunned. They oohed and awed and showered me with questions. Then they started hugging me and asking to take pictures with me. They also asked for my autograph. I felt amazing, and I felt I have a great power to help change the world. But Mom knew I was back to work and started calling me for money because all of my sisters found jobs and left her alone. I yelled at her. You deserve what's happening to you. Don't contact me ever again. I was really happy at work.
Jeez.
But the mean comments on my videos never stopped. One day I asked the boss, don't all these hateful videos and comments affect you?
This is literally Darman. This is actually just the Darman video. I asked Darman, and Darman said, what did he say? He had like a specific piece of advice. It was the takeaway message. And the boss turned out to be Darman himself. I wouldn't be surprised if Darman was behind My Story Animated. Was it don't let other people's words affect you? Was that what it was? Was it that bland? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, but there are plenty of people who love us and impatiently...
Dang, Mr. My Story Animated. He a honk. He a honky chunky. He a hunky chunky monkey.
wait for our videos. Haters are just very judgmental people who see the world as black and white.
That's what it was. There's so many people that love you. Don't focus on the haters. Focus on the people that like the videos.
And think they are right about everything. And when they don't understand something, they just call it stupid or bad or ugly. And that is just bullying. I immediately thought of Mom and how she always thought I was useless, stupid, and ugly.
Wait, am I the mom? Am I the mom?
Mom was a bully. My mom is a bully. Months later, I got better and was
Your mom
able
is
to
a
walk
bully.
again. But I still thought about what the boss had said about bullies. So I decided to contact Mom again. I went to her house. She looked miserable and started crying the moment she saw me. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry for everything I've done to you.
What a Darman ending.
Your sisters left me after everything I did for them. You're the best child I ever had. You never complained. I was so unfair.
Yeah, and now she's a perfect mother, and we lived happily ever after in the Darman universe.
Forgive me, my child. Forgive your mama. She then got on her knees and was about to kiss my hand. I took my hand away and helped her get up. It's all good now, Mom. I'm here, and we have an entire life to make up for the lost time. I forgive you, Mom. I really do. Tears rolled down my cheeks while I hugged her, and she cried on my chest.
Oh, gosh. Abrupt. Always so abrupt. My Animated Story doesn't just tell stories, they change lives. Oh, everybody's changing lives. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. We don't just film these live, we change lives. Get some of the Lemon Cotton merch or the Nug Thug merch, and I will see you guys next time.